Unit 1, let's talk about it. We have this scientific foundations of psychology, and we're going to find that this is ongoing throughout the year. So this unit will be open for you all year long. All right. At the beginning of every unit, you're going to find there's always this Unit 1 overview. All right. So you can kind of see what you're going to learn. Right. The planner has the TSWs on it. So you can go to it and you can see what we're going to work on. And I always suggest just take a little bit of time to read those. You can see the assignments, right? These are all going to be in order for you. And for the Unit 1, it's not going to be assessed right away because we're going to have it be open all year long. So you're going to get lots of time to practice it. And at the very end, when you finish your last full-length assessment, then we'll go through kind of the A and B of that. And I hope everybody's getting an A because this is really your free response questions, which I hope you have kind of seen on that practice test, are made up of mostly scientific practices, right? So I'm kind of a big picture person, right? So I have your concept map here very big. So let's kind of talk about how we're going to approach this. So we're going to approach this as the science of psychology, meaning that even though when we talk about, if you noticed in the definition of psychology, we have the word mind, which is strange because what's the difference between a mind and a brain? Are they the same thing? Are they different? Right? If we said the science of psychology and we use the word brain, I could completely understand that because I can measure what goes on in the brain. The mind might be a little bit difficult. And so psychology is, I would almost use the word schizophrenic here because they want to be a science. They want to do everything with research methods. So we're going to look at research methods in this unit. But we're going to find that sometimes it's so hard to study. How do you study the mind? Some very clever experiments. But there's always going to be this kind of yin and yang or push and pull between science of psychology and the art of psychology. So it's going to go both ways. But in this unit, we'll start off with defining psychology. In the first week, you're going to talk about the approaches of psychology. This really gets us down to the fact that we don't necessarily have right and wrong answers. I'm a math person. I love when x equals 2. There's one right answer. There's maybe not one right way to get the answer, but there is one right answer, and it feels so good. Psychology is not like this. There's different ways of looking at the world, and everybody pays attention to things differently. So that means some people are going to see one thing in the situation and some people are going to see another thing, or their focus will be different ways. So the perspectives, the approaches, you can use both words there, are going to talk about the different ways in which we view the world. And we're going to use them all year. So at the beginning, you're going to see, I would like you to see how the timeline of these things, because it's very important that you understand which psychologist comes before who. The previous ones' ideas obviously influence the more current ones and not vice versa. We're going to spend some time, maybe you noticed on that practice test that there is some math here because we have to know how to deal with statistics. So we'll do that in this first unit and then we'll use it all year. And that wraps up Unit 1. These are the things you're going to do. All right, so good luck. We'll have fun. Ask questions as soon as you don't understand something. And we'll get you through this first unit. Thank you.